Well, what do you get? What do you have to say for yourselves?
We had a good time, let me tell you.
We were expecting you over at the hotel. Would have been all set up.
Yesterday, waiting for you. Harold, they were 3 blocks from the bombing
Oh, yeah.
in Paris. Went down the street. Where are we going? A. Umbrella? She kept talking, Chuck. That's you, Harold. When he goes to do a corner, he switches. He can't turn it. Closing you open the door. Why did he cut him off? Stuttgart, Basel, Darmstadt.
Ich wollte halt nur nicht, dass die Bürger sein. Ich wollte es auch nicht.
Beautiful old Heidelberg, the old town.
Yeah, it's pretty, isn't it?
Ja, hier so. Was meinst du, wie was, ne?
But up here, the old wall with the tower at the end of the building there. We should take a picture of that. Cheers to you. Oh, I have no my stomach. On the outskirts of Karlsruhe in Germany. We've already departed from Frankfurt. We've been via Heidelberg, where we had lunch and walked around.
Let me see something.
And now Harold's going to show us some stuff here.
Okay. What am I going to tell you? You're the driver.
Okay, tomorrow we're going to
You're the
leave here
driver.
from Karlsruhe, and we're going to go down to Baden-Baden, and that's where my cousins live. And we're going to go to the city park there, the casino, the Roman baths, which go back to 2,000 years ago.
That's not Baden-Baden, that's Badenweiler,
No, Baden-Baden.
where we were.
Which is Wilhelm, Wilhelm Felfer, Baden-Baden, and the cousin works at the Burgermeister's office. My other cousin owns a guest house,
We
and one
better
owns
get
a
a better
bakery.
map. We're getting a lot better newspapers now.
We are only about 130 kilometers from Baden-Baden.
Did you find that on the map?
Yeah,
Now?
sure.
Oh, okay.
No.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Then we leave there, and from tomorrow, we leave Baden-Baden, we continue down via Basel, across over to Zurich. We'll be in Zurich tomorrow night. That's going to be our headquarters. And then, with Harold's discretion, I'm going to ask if we can take a side trip, which is, I think, about 50 to 75 kilometers to Schaffhausen.
Yeah.
And we'll do that for one day, go down to Lucerne for a day.
That's providing that it
Decent weather.
isn't, yeah, if
Those are
it's,
great.
if it's decent weather, real beautiful weather, we should go to Interlaken.
Well, if it isn't
Make
real
that trip
decent weather,
Interlaken
we
and up to
can
Mürren.
scrub Interlaken, but still do Schaffhausen and
See, Schaffhausen, that's a city, and so is Lucerne. That we can do it in the rain.
right.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
Schaffhausen is where the falls are located,
Yeah,
which are comparable
yeah,
to
yeah,
Niagara
it's- yeah,
Falls.
yeah.
Oh, you're kidding? Yeah.
It's the Swiss Niagara Falls. In
Beautiful.
fact, it's got one little place off of a castle on a rock, and it's a little promontory, and practically any weekend during the summer, when the people are down around the falls, you can look up there, and there's a bride and groom standing,
No
having
kidding?
their picture taken, and, oh yeah, bride and grooms go
doors open.
And from there,
Just
we'll-
open
then we're
up.
gonna be leaving Carrollton, Zurich, and we're gonna continue on up to Lindau and across Lake Constance.
You know
up
what I
into
hear?
Munich. They're just
A
gonna
train.
choose.
I hear a train going by, the freight
Lickety-split.
train.
Well,
They
it's
should look up in
passenger.
Lancaster when Sylvia used to have the motel right on the
Yeah.
Sierra Highway.
Is that Willow Springs?
Yeah, when they go to Willow Springs.
Do you have any more ice water?
Don't have any more anything.
Well, folks, I think I'm gonna go to bed. I'm sorry.
You're gonna get up at 7?
I'm gonna get up between 6 and 7.
Well, at 7, would you knock at my door
Oh,
and
yeah.
call me?
I'll do
Then
that.
I'll call Rutler's. You and Chuck are gonna go for a walk.
Okay,
Patty and I are
Okay.
going to beautify ourselves and
Good
have
night,
a little
folks.
snack.
Good night.
Good night.
good night.
Thank
Good
you for
night,
the good
sweet
trip
dreams.
today.
Thank you.
Look at the two cute little doggies waiting for their master. This is the inside of the famous Baden-Baden casino. We're going to take a little tour inside.
The quick table.
Quadratmeter oder außer an die Seite von 3C rein, dass man die Spielmarke selbst.
Oh, I love this clean toilet you find in Europe. That pastry. Now that makes your mouth water. How's this for a place to have a quick lunch? Or a leisurely 3-hour lunch?
Damit den Teig mal wieder ablassen, gell?
Grace is getting daring. She's even passing cars in the rain. Now for me to fence that door.
You notice that, eh? Look at the mist from this truck up here.
This is the famous Münster at Freiburg am Breisgau.
Got the telephone, you're gonna have to change.
This is how they make the cobblestone streets. Patty and Chuck in front of a candy store. Look at all that luscious chocolate and candy. And look at the cute little mother with her little baby. Yep, Patty couldn't resist. Patty couldn't resist. First thing,
Right.
chocolate. At least some little kid has fun here in the trough with the running water. Now we got a second one in here that is smiling, and oh, that was fun.
Look at her laugh.
running down the middle of the street sure fascinate the little kids. Guess what Grace is doing? The kids heard her talking English, and they're all taking English in school, so they all sat around us, gathered around us. Now they're practicing their English. Here's where we're having lunch. Right in front of the square of the Cathedral of Freiburg. Look at this. Grapevines right smack dab in the middle of the city. How about them apples? No, grapes, not apples.
I wonder if Renee...
That park there with the flowers is beautiful.
Madeira?
I think Germany's wonderful.
Picture in the back seat of a car with Crazy Grace driving 100 kilometers an hour.
Remember down here at the police station where we're afraid that
There's the Rathskeller.
Oh, they're a chain?
No, they're in the city halls of all the cities.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right.
this is a very
Carmel
expensive
or
town. Yeah, it's like Carmel. This is a miniature version of the big Baden-Baden. How about that?
Yeah.
Well, you better get in out of the rain. You'll shrink.
Wait, anyway, you told us to breakfast.
You'll shrink.
It's getting heavier, sure.
One you stole.
One I borrowed.
Ja? Ja. Schön. Also kommt bitte rauf. Ah ja, du bist wieder. Durchreise. Ja.
Meine Freund Crystal.
Ja. Ja, ja, von in der Mitte. Ja.
Her son.
Ja, ja.
Aren't the flowers just gorgeous?
Beautiful. So colorful. Very pretty.
Get you on the hook. Good, come on.
You knew it was America.
Ja,
Has the retired,
Ja.
thank you.
Ach, das ist schon eine Weile her.
Pension.
Ja. Das ist, das ist gerne zum Angucken wird sie das wohl.
Hier? Hier?
Yeah, look at this. Healthy.
Zo.
Weet je het zijn, ja?
Hej op.
Dan kennen ze die boven gar niet. Tobias en Oliver gar niet.
Nou, die apparaat heb je. Die is goed.
Zullen die allemaal?
Het is
His word?
gemaaid. Ja.
A big apple tree,
De Christmas.
Christmas pine
After the
trees,
baptism at the church.
and rain, and more rain.
Soccer.
And now we're taking a picture of Harold Treichler with Grace Howard's relatives. And Patty sitting there talking to one of Grace's relatives, not understanding the word they're saying.
Our mountain climbers.
We finally get Harold in the picture all this time.
Oh, look at all the little bees.
Seven.
This is the little town of Feldberg, where Grace Howard has her relatives. We're going to go visit the church.
Chris, weather.
This is inside the church in Feldberg, and a Gobelin type of tapestry was woven by 6 of the local ladies from the town, dedicating this wall tapestry to the city.
And the bellboy holding it down.
Schönwein und Gallmann. Und die beiden an einem Tag. Ja, bitte.
Buja, 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 buja. Buja, 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 buja. Buja, 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 buja. Buja, 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 buja.
And there's Patty coming out after talking to the cows.
Hey, I'm an old farm girl.
You're a farmer, all right.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch in there. They're nice and
Katze. Perser.
Of Amerikaner.
Persian. Persian. Oh, look at those eyes.
Woman across the street's got one.
Ooh.
Wenn eine andere Katze dann. Hauskerl van mijn moeder te vragen. Ik vind het zo.
Schön, gell? Gute Zeit, vielleicht mal wieder, ja?
Chuck photographing his castle.
Photographing a crane and a sign that says, built by.
There's Chuck and Patty's castle. We'll be going up there to see it up close.
That's R-O-T-T-L-E-R.
Huh?
That's R-O-T-T-L-E-R.
How about that? That is your castle.
Right.
Spelled the same, except you've got an umlaut, so it's Rutler.
Excuse me?
Rittler.
You
I would like 5 guilders before you see our castle.
Gilders? Deutschmark.
Oh, excuse me, Deutschmark. Here. Oh, wunderbar, it's clearing. Und ein Autobahn. lovely.
This is the Rottler Castle, the gatehouse with the guard room and the drawbridge as we're coming up.
The noise you hear in the background is they're sandblasting the front of the castle, all part of the reconstruction work.
You mean the guy down at the...
Isn't this wunderbar?
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Nice.
German?
This is Chuck's lunch. I mean,
Oh,
we all
my
eat.
hell, did you get it?
Chuck has raw bacon.
Eating bacon. Oh, I can hardly wait. I'm drooling on the eyepiece of this
Yes,
tiny little restaurant on the edge of the Castle Rottler. We're stopping here now, having a little snack before we travel on into Zurich. This is still in Germany, in the southern tip.
You know, it's so cold.
And here we are at home, at Mother's apartment.
I'm a rote bloomin'.
Yeah. You say roast?
Yeah, but
Rose.
it's pink, but it looks a little
Yeah.
bit reddish on this
Oh.
side, yeah.
What begonias?
No.
It's hot.
Sweet peas.
Yeah. Is it? No.
Yeah, yes.
Snapdragons.
Isn't this one here?
Yeah, they're
Right.
snapdragons, white snapdragons.
Het is een winter zo weesheid en allemaal dat is een aardappelstra. Dat is een reusli.
Uh-huh,
Dat is een aardappellie.
uh-huh. Und dies?
Rasten.
And was is das?
Dat weiß ich nicht, was das ist.
Are those, they
look.
turn rote?
Het zijn keine Trauben.
No.
We have this plant at home, but I don't know what it's called.
Which one is that?
This one with the funny
Little
berries.
pink berries on it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we
Do
have
those berries
berries.
Mm-hmm.
Here come the Rottlers on my favorite street, the Bahnhofstrasse.
Get some of that fine Swiss chocolate. I'm ready.
Harold's taking a picture of himself.
How about that? Well, I might as well get on it once myself. People never believe that I took the pictures because I'm never in the pictures.
It takes me going into the candy shop.
Das neue Porträtstudio im Farbstoffpark. Der Spezialist für Kinder- und Erwachsenenporträts.
Might be nice to give
Look at that arrogant one that raised his head up into the air.
You want my fingers?
He might not take you there.
Church.
Shame. For shame. A poor American coming over here and all they do is right up.
Here the gang's going into our favorite restaurant, the Grand Cafe. We're now in Bern, Switzerland, starting to walk down the covered walkways of the main business district. The famous clock tower in Bern, the capital seat of the Swiss federal government. Well, it looks like the tower, famous clock tower of Bern, is about ready to do its thing. Everybody standing in rapt attention, in anticipation of the display. Well, that was short and sweet. The bell does not ring at 11 o'clock. It rings at 12 o'clock, and there's where the display of the figures coming out is. This is one of the most famous statues in Bern. This is where the mothers threaten their little kids when they're bad, naughty. But if they're not good, they're going to send them to the king of the little children eater, because that's what he is doing, eating little babies. Hot and heavy chess game going on. Saturday morning, market day.
Because look at the end of it. Look how this grass is.
Horseradish?
thing. Then they
Took
wanted to
all
fill
this time.
all this time. Then they wanted to
Christ's
fill a
sakes,
face.
we could have been halfway to Interlaken by
Well,
now.
I'm sorry. I figured while I was here, I was saving you money.
Here we're going up the cable car to Mürren.
We're having a good time, but I hope we make it to the top.
You're not worried, are you?
No. I always pray.
We're right alongside the wall, and there's nothing on the left side. You can't even see the ground. Yeah, here it's clear now. There isn't a bit of fog. Here we are, coming up to the top.
Grace will probably never ever get to see it.
Of course, now there's no more breaking the trees. No, here it comes.
Wait, Harold. Wait, Harold.
Show a little bit of that fog because that's where Grace is sitting.
This is dangerous enough right now.
It's worse than eating, you know? Tell Dad, boy, we...
That wouldn't be my house, my choice of house.
I hope this rainbow comes out as beautiful as we can see it here.
And we'll drive around. We'll reach around there. You know, like yesterday.
I don't have the equipment.
Okay. Good luck.
What's that? You gonna go down the walkway, huh, Kitty? You deciding to go? Here comes his brother.
Pretty. Big dog.
Hello there, beautiful big doggo. Jag bist en Berner Hund.
Look at the collar. He's got one of those collars on.
Yeah, he's got a collar like I have.
Yeah.
Me.
Helicopter was carrying.
Even the potted plants they set out in front of the store is beautiful.
Pretty, pretty.
Push, 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 push. Push, 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 push. Push, 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 push. How's this for a beautiful sight?
I tell you.
And so, with great reluctance, we leave the little village of Mürren while everybody else is coming.
Die liegt da drin. No, the one with the spill.
They all got them all.
The one with the swill.
I've got some relatives over here. I represent the veterans.
I remember she was traveling. Did you fly an airplane?
Mother watching her favorite television show.
Sie sind erst kurz hier in der Stadt.
Ja, es werden jetzt ungefähr 20
She's oblivious of the whole world. I can be talking to her and she just won't react.
Hat mir bereits davon gesprochen.
Mama, ist das ein guter Film? Das ist ein guter Film.
Ja, das habe ich. Ich halte es für einen glücklichen Umstand.
Und wie gefällt es Ihnen dann hier?
He's glued to the television screen.
Man kommt mir von allen Seiten sehr liebenswürdig entgegen und dann auch das. Jetzt haben sich viele eingeschrieben.
Na schauen, das ist der Anfang ja schon gemacht.
Allerdings kommt nur immer einer ins Kolleg. Aber der Pedell sagte mir, dass die Maibock-Zeit im Frühjahr die ungünstigste sei. Ja, das stimmt. Das heißt, die Faschingszeit und die Zeit der Oktoberwiese sind vielleicht noch... Oh, ich dachte, ich hörte, dass Sie heute ein Familienfest feiern. Und da wollte ich mir die Freiheit nehmen. Celestine, möchtest du so gut sein, Privatdozenten und mich eine Weile allein zu lassen?
Warum?
Geh nur.
Mensch, Gifotte, was hast du denn jetzt wieder vor?
Es ist notwendig. Doch. Ja. Ich weiß es nicht. Ja. Und ich betone, dass meine erste Absicht auch dahin zielte. Aber aus verschiedenen...
Overlooking Zurich, from atop the high-rise, next to Mother's apartment.
Wat gaan?
Die gaan in Fernsehapparat hinenkrijgen. From east, looking south, and now looking west. Now I'm going to try a shot into the sun, see how it comes out. This is looking north towards the Zurich airport, way in the distance. This is Mother's Street now. And the second last apartment down below is Grebelacher Street 30. In fact, the lady just came out with a laundry bag. This is looking west from the high rise. This is the area between the apartment houses where Mother lives. And in the foreground is a youth club and administration building, brand new, and in the background is a little children's zoo. This all used to be just grass and small rolling knolls of trees. Now it's all built over. Jetzt hat sie gerade aufzuschnurren.
Hat die gerade gekratzen? Sag doch etwas. Erzähl etwas. Wegen diesen Zwetschgen.
Nein.
Die Bühlerzwetschgen gewesen.
Nein, ich weiß nicht, was tue ich da? Du, Harald, was das hat Zwetschgen, die du heimbrauchst?
Einfach gewöhnliche Zwetschgen, die der Lebensladen vom Stand hat. Das sind einfach gewöhnliche Zwetschgen. Was?
Lebens.
Ja, ein Lebensmittel.
damit.
Ja, das macht
Und der Zünder... Ja, hör auf, du, hör auf.
Schau, wie er rennt, schau, wie er fortrennt.
Schöne Bilder. Ja, ein paar hat es gut dabei, ja. Ein paar hat es gut dabei, ja.
schön. Schön.
Ja, alles. Jetzt kann ich einen Kaffee machen.
Gut.
Kaffee sagen.
Here's where the people sit to be seen on Bonnefstrasse.
Abteilung im 4. Stock.
That's my girlfriend in the Yomoli. She's the prettiest sales girl in all of Zurich. Flowers, everywhere flower pots. Streetcars, everywhere streetcars. Aber machen etwas, nicht nur einfach dort hocken. Dort stehen. This is where Sylvia and Thomas live. About 15 minutes outside of the town of Bülach, which is about a half an hour outside of Zurich.
Kom ik nou?
Ja, ik kom now. This is really out in the country. Beautiful. There goes the farmer with his potato picker. Look at how busy the neighbors are. All busy cleaning up the yard and cleaning up their lawn. Sylvia's and Thomas's abode. Dat is de Griesebaan.
Dat is de Griesebaan, ja, ja.
And here they have a little victory garden with lettuce and broccoli and leek. Und jetzt ein lächeln. Jetzt hätte ich ganz ruhig etwas können sagen. Sag mal, wie viel das Zeug kostet?
Der letzte Ding okay. 115 Franken.
Oh, um Himmels Willen.
Um Himmels Willen.
Das ist ja furchtbar viel. This is the church I was confirmed in 1936. Long, long time ago. I love those bells. Nice little outdoor cafe. City Hall, where Sylvia and I were married in 1948. This is the American consulate where I'm going to exchange my old passport for my new passport. And that's a whole other story. I'll have to tell you about it in person. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. Catching flies, huh? We're pretty good at it. Everybody's forever feeding the swans and the ducks. I thought I'd give you some sounds of the city. Kind of awkward to go winter shopping, but have to put up with it. It's called improvement. How would you like a second-hand golden Leica? In fact, the whole passel of second-hand Leicas. Every price range.
No sé si le nota. Fíjese el
Look at the sparkle.
perfil de B, ¿no? ¿Viste?
How about a little 4 o'clock coffee and cake? Does that sound good? Everywhere you see the Swiss flag flying. That's the blue and white city flag. And it isn't even a holiday. There's always the guy with the old-fashioned big video camera. While walking across the Spider, lo and behold, I see some kids messing around with Chuck's favorite statue.
Sinds ja het flauw begonnen, ze zijn op een heiweg, zie wo ich raus bin. Und das sagt er zum Trudi, kannst du bei mir mitbleiben oder nicht? Ich ging also sowieso um 5 Uhr auf der 5 Uhr heim.
Ja, ja.
Und dann habe ich gesagt, ja, nicht unbedingt, oder nicht? Jetzt habe ich da ehrlich so angeschaut, weil Trudi immer gesagt hat, er möge nicht mehr, er sei nicht gut dran. Also, ja, Puspel munter, aber du, Steigenbrett, Haar geschnitten. Und da habe ich gesagt, Trudi, wenn wir am Sabbat jetzt einmal sind. Und da sagt sie, ja, du hast eine Ahnung, du, am Morgen sieht er nicht gut aus. Und sagt, er hat nicht geschlafen, er hat Kopfweh und alles. Und da sage ich, aber die Frisur ist nicht schön, die er hat. Geht er nicht zum Coiffeur, sagt, er hat ihm schon jahrelang die Haare geschnitten. Oder nicht, aber beschneiden du. Da ist er in Heikel gewesen.
This is a poster depicting the opening of the new community center in back of where Mother lives in the Buchekplatz. Here in the auditorium, they're setting up for the big blast tonight. Somewhere along the line, I don't think I'm going to get much sleep tonight in the apartment. Out in the garden, they just finished the councilman's speeches dedicating this property. Now everybody's waiting for the free sausage and cake. Well, meanwhile, back to the speeches.
Und es ist gut geredet worden und eigentlich der, der zuletzt ist, der tut gut daran, nicht lang zu werden.
Wie je liebst Unterri? Die Vier ist ja für dich. The lady in the back left corner is Councilwoman Koch in the city of Zurich. A very energetic public official. Surprise, surprise. The city is paying for a free lunch for everyone. Finally, Mother got her lunch. Was du steht wechseln? Mother, just switched the dinner plate on me. Well, Lola's back at her post, guarding the children's zoo.
Kom Lola, kom.
Jetzt sagt sie gerade nichts. Busse. What a little cutie. Street musicians abound here. They're practically every block from. Sorry, I still dig this little sandwich girl. There's Mother and her sister. Favorite Saturday afternoon meeting. This is my favorite dessert. A meringue with real whipped cream. Well, that was good. Should I get another one? This is a watch to beat all watches. A pocket watch which costs 950,000 Swiss francs. That's over 100,000 American dollars. How about them apples? Just think, some artist was paid a lot of money to set up a bunch of granite blocks and call it art. Same sensationalism over here. Semi-naked females and terrorist victims, bodies strewn around the streets. Can't get away from it. No, this isn't after a parade. This is just a regular Saturday afternoon mob scene downtown Zurich. Of course, we're standing next to a streetcar stop. That helps. Meanwhile, back up at the festivities of the inauguration of Burgheckplatz Community Center, this is Kitty Heaven. The little one wants to go jump some more. Getting a lesson in makeup. I think they're usually for clown faces. Primitive merry-go-round made by the kids for the kids. They love it.